Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to the channel. I'm Alex, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Kota The Friend type beat. Before we get into it, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It really helps me out. This channel is really new, and anything that you can do to help me out, really appreciate it, and hopefully you learned something from this video. If you find something that you learned, be sure to comment down below. I want to know what I was able to help you with. So kind of the key elements of a Kota The Friend type beat is really jazzy chords. You're going for a really jazzy sound, and they're pretty spacey. There's not a lot going on in the beats, and I think that really accommodates Kota's style really well. Gives him a lot of space to work. So what I actually did is, all I did was I come down to packs. This comes standard with every edition of FL Studio. Come down to packs, click it, go to instruments right there, click it, and go to Rhodes and just drag it in there. I already have one in there, but that's what it's going to look like. And for a stock plugin, it's really, really good. It has a great sound here. This is what it sounds like. I think it sounds great for a stock FL Studio plugin. So what I did was I came into the piano roll, click up here, go to helpers, scale highlighting, and I just set it to G major right there. Some people do the ghost notes in the sampler track, which is fine. Personally, I just like doing this. They say it's like easier on your eyes, but I really don't mind this that much. I can see pretty easily. I'm on a big monitor, so it's really not that hard for me to see, but you can do either method. Both methods work just perfectly fine, but this is what I prefer to do for sure. And then what I did was I just clicked in 4 notes that are within the scale. I think they sound fine. Really not going for anything too crazy. What you actually want to do is you want your chords to really carry the vibe of the song. That's the most important thing. Is you don't want crazy melodies or anything like that. You just want real nice jazzy spacey chords, and that'll really carry the song. So what I'm going to do is just skip one of these and go to the next one, skip one, go to the next one. You learn that in every single beat tutorial ever on YouTube, and it works. It's just a solid method for making chords. There we go. And sometimes, like, this one didn't sound that good. Sounds very dissonant, doesn't sound very pleasing to the ear. So I just moved it up, and it sounds like this. So here's the chord progression. And then what you're going to do after you do that is you just want to add some kind of top notes. And this is where you're going to get that jazzy feel that we're going for. And then what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to change keys. Just go down to like... And then I'm going to go to my helpers and just change it to the right key. The root note's B, so I'm going to B. And then you can add some extra notes here and there to just kind of add some movement to the melody and the chords. And then another really important element that you can do to add some variation and make the keys sound a lot more human is you'll hit Command A, go to Tools, go to Strum, and you can just mess around with this and this until it sounds good. See, it sounds just way more human now. Really helps out a lot. And then another thing that I might mess around with. That's awesome. I really like that a lot. So then what you're going to do, we're not really done with the keys just yet. We can't start adding drums because the next thing we have to do is we kind of have to ruin the sound of the Rhodes. So what you're going to do is link this to a mixer track, hit Command L, Control L. There we go. Boom, mixer track. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add a nice vintage plugin. I'm using RC20, but you can use whatever you want. There's Isotope Vinyl, which is free. It's a great plugin. And then what you're going to do is really see there's a lot of noise, and I'm not sure I'm a fan of that. But we do want the wobble, not crazy. You don't want to be like this. It sounds terrible. You don't want that. So just a real small amount of wobble. And then a little bit, and I mean a little bit of vinyl crack, not a lot. Alright, so we've got our keyboard. It's sounding cool, really vibey. I like it. Go to your drum kits, whatever you have. I'm going to be using the CamJ Essential Pack. I use this kit all the time. I love it. It's probably my favorite drum kit that I have. Go pick it up online. You can find it just about anywhere. Just search CamJ's The Essential Pack. That one sounds good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this up, because here's what it sounds like without turning that knob up. Here's what it sounds like with the knob turned up. Hear how much tighter that is, how much cleaner that is. And then another trick that I'm going to do is I'm going to fill each 4 steps. And instead of doing just the traditional fill each 2 steps, what I'm going to actually do is shift and click and drag those out. And then I'm going to hold Alt and lower the velocity on these. Hear how much better that sounds? So then you're going to find a snare. I think I like that one. Another thing you should always do, and I forgot to do it, go over to your master channel and just delete the fruity limiter. It's terrible. The one that comes on every single default track is terrible. You don't want it. It sounds awful. One thing you can do though is add Fruity Soft Clipper, and it kind of just makes everything sound better. It makes your drums hit a lot harder, makes your tracks sound a lot fuller. Next, you're going to want to find a kick. Then another cool thing that you can do when you're making a Kota The Friend type beat is snaps. You don't want anything too crazy. want to find an 808 like usual. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this kick pattern and I'm going to put it into my 808. And what you're going to want to do is line up your kick, your 808 pattern. First thing I'm going to do is make all those legato. Just do that by Control L after selecting everything, and make that one long at the end. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to line up all of these with these root notes right here. And then, so notice how I can't, if I go too low, it sounds terrible. The 808 sounds bad. So then what you want to do is you actually want to increase everything by a certain number of steps until your 808 sounds good, because that's really important. You want your 808 to really stand out on the track. So Control A, and I'm going to shift up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll say 5. You want to go to your piano track and do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One thing I forgot to do, which is terrible, right click, cut itself. And then another thing I'm going to do is come in here, and you want to make the square envelope. So basically everything turned down except for hold, and you want that all the way up. And then what you'll do sounds a million times better. And then I might lower this an octave. Alright, next thing is you want to add some variation to your hi-hats. So what I'm going to do is, I showed you this in my hi-hat tutorial video, you want your rolls to come in on all the kicks. So what I'm going to do is Command A, shift those up, so when I go over to the hi-hat channel, I can see where all my kicks are, like right here. You can see there's a kick there. There's a kick there, there's a kick there. So that's where you want to place your hi-hat rolls. And this is going to add a lot of character to your beats. Alright, next you kind of want to add some more percussive elements to your song. I'm going to add some open hats. I like that. That's a really solid drum pattern. And then next thing we're going to do is we're going to kind of EQ this a little bit. Go in here, find parametric EQ or any EQ, it really doesn't matter. I'm going to cut out some of the really aggressive high ends. And then also going to cut out the low end. Alright, and then next thing we're going to do is get a pad. You can use any plugin for this. I'm just going to find something in Nexus. Any plugin you use will work. You really don't have to have a particular plugin. Actually, we're going to find a bell. Yeah, that'll work. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this and paste it down here. And then I'm also probably going to turn off the delay. And then I'm going to get rid of these like extra transitionary notes. They're really not needed for the bell. Because these are kind of just meant to be like a pluck, like real short. Perfect. And then we're also going to add the RC20 to this as well, because it sounds really refined right now, and that's not really the sound we're going for. We kind of want it to sound broken up, kind of vintage, which is exactly what RC20 gives us. And you can add more wobble to that one. And then we're also going to want to EQ this as well, because there's a lot of extra stuff going on. All right, so next step is arranging. So what you're going to do is, well, link all your drums to a mixer track first and foremost. Then you're going to split by channel, and boom, you got everything. I think we're going to start off with those bells because I really like those. Alright guys, well, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, be sure to leave us a thumbs up and a comment down below. Really helps me out, really helps this channel grow. And if you learned something, definitely let me know in the comments. I want to know what you guys want to see more of, what you liked, what you didn't like. So if you found anything in this video helpful, seriously, let me know down in the comments below. Follow me on Instagram at official Alex Prince. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.